In this lecture, we will discuss a problem on Eikonal equation. In the previous lecture, we discussed about the Eikonal equation. Uh, we have the Eikonal equation is ux whole square plus uy whole square equal to n square, along with a condition gamma x naught of 0 comma s or x of 0 comma s, y of 0s and u of 0s. So in the previous lecture we learned that this a single initial condition is not enough to solve this Eikonal equation. So here we have to determine one more initial condition. It is for the derivative or the tangents xt yt. This is the initial condition for the characteristic curves x and y. Also we have to find one more initial condition for the derivative of the characteristic curves or the tangent of the characteristics. Okay, so we have to obtain these characteristic these initial condition also. So at the point 0 comma s or at the point on the initial curve, right? So we have uh, our ux is nothing but dx by dt, or dx by dt is equal to ux and dy by dt is equal to uy. This is we proved in the last lecture. So we have this condition is actually equivalent to the condition that ux uy, condition of ux and uy, which is actually the gradient of u del u. So our second initial condition is xt yt at the initial point 0 is actually equivalent to the initial condition of the gradient at the point 0 is, right? Now we can discuss a problem. Compute the function u of xy satisfying the Eikonal equation ux square plus uy square equal to n square, and the initial condition u of x comma 1 equal to n into 1 plus x square, where n is a constant parameter. So n is not a constant, actually it is a constant parameter. So here we have the initial condition, we have the Eikonal equation ux square plus uy square equal to n square, numbered as 1, and the initial condition is u of x1 is equal to n into square root of 1 plus x square. So we have the initial condition as x of 0 comma s equal to s, y of 0 s is equal to 1, and u of 0 s equal to n into square root of 1 plus s square. So if you choose x equal to s, then we have y equal to 1 and u equal to n into 1 plus square root of 1 plus s square. So we can write this initial condition parametrically as x y u is equal to s1 n into square root of 1 plus s square. Now we have xt equal to ux, right? We have xt equal to ux and yt equal to uy. So this is from the previous lecture. So this is equal to uh, from this we can write xt at the point 0 comma s, or initial point of xt is nothing but, so we have the initial condition of the characteristics here. So now we have to find the initial condition for xt and yt, right? So for that we are using xt equal to ux. So xt at the point 0 s is nothing but ux, but we know ux is here u equal to this. So this is nothing but ux at or us, right? This is d by ds of n into square root of 1 plus s square, which is equal to n divided by 2 square root of 1 plus s square into 2s. So this is equal to dividing 2 here, we get n into s divided by square root of 1 plus s square. So this is the initial condition for xt, right? Now now to find yt, we can use our Eikonal equation. We have Eikonal equation is ux square plus uy square equal to n square. So initial at the initial point we have this ux square or uy square implies we have ux square plus uy square equal to n square. So from this at the initial point 0s we can write uy square at the point 0s is equal to n square minus ux at the point 0s whole square. So this is equal to n square minus ux is this ux is nothing but xt, right? Xt whole square or ux is this, okay, at the point 0 comma s. So we have this is nothing but square of this is n square into s divided by 1 plus s square. So from this we get n square minus plus n square into s square, here is s square, right? So we have n square divided by 1 plus s square. So we have uy is the initial uh, condition of uy is equal to n divided by square root of 1 plus s square. So we have ux is this uh, and uy is, sorry, this is so we can write this as yt, right? Uy is nothing but yt, so we can write this as so this is nothing but yt whole square, right? This is so yt is equal to this is yt whole square at the point with this. So this is yt is nothing but equal to n divided by square root of 1 plus s square. So this is the initial condition for yt. So we obtained xt of 0 comma s is equal to n s divided by square root of 1 plus s square, and yt is nothing but n divided by square root of 1 plus s square. Also we have ut is equal to n square, okay. We already know that we have dx by dt equal to ux, dy by dt equal to uy, and ut equal to this. Okay, this is from the previous lecture. So now on integration we get integrating this we get here from this. If we are integrating this with respect to t, we get x of t comma s is equal to n s divided by square root of 1 plus s square into t. This is a constant with respect to t. So we get this into t plus a constant of integration. It will be a function of, maybe a function of s, okay. Now on integrating this we get y of t comma s is equal to n divided by square root of 1 plus s square into t. So we are integrating with respect to t, so here independent of t, plus a constant may be a function of s, since we are integrating with respect to s, sorry, t. So here we get u of ts is equal to n square into t plus a function of s. So now we have to obtain the these functions, arbitrary functions f1, f2, f3 by using the our given initial condition. So let it be 1. Now we have the initial condition. It was that the initial condition was x of 0 is s is equal to s, y of 0 s is equal to 1, and u of 0 comma s is equal to n into square root of 1 plus s square. This is from the our initial condition, given initial condition of the characteristics, okay. So applying this condition here in equation number 1, we can write when here t equals 0 we have x equal to s. So when t equals 0 we have x equal to s, means f1 of s is equal to s itself. So from this from equation number 1 we have f1 of s is equal to s. So x of 0 is equal to s means when t equals 0 we have x is equal to s. So we have for f1 of s is equal to s, and from the second equation applying this condition y of 0 is equal to 1, then that is when t equal to 0 y equal to 1. So f2 of s is equal to 1. So f2 of s is equal to 1, and from the third condition, third equation we have this is 0 when t equals 0, so f3 of s is nothing but n into square root of 1 plus s square. So replacing these values of f1, f2, f3 here, we will get the characteristic curves. Therefore the characteristic curves are given by characteristic curves or the parametric form of our solution. Okay, one implies x of t comma s is equal to ns divided by ns square divided by square root of 1 plus s square into t plus f of s, which is s. And here from the second equation we have y of t s is equal to uh, n divided by square root of 1 plus s square into t plus f2 of s, which is 1. And from the third equation we have u of t s is equal to n square t plus f3. f3 is nothing but n into square root of 1 plus s square. So this is our characteristic curves or the parametric uh, form of our solution surface, right? So to write this or to express this solution explicitly, okay, how to express this explicitly? uh, taking this x square plus y square. So x square plus y square will be, so x square is this ns divided by square root of 1 plus s square t plus s whole square plus y square is nothing but nt divided by square root of 1 plus s square plus 1 whole square. So this is equal to n square t square s square divided by 1 plus s square plus s square into 2 into uh, n into plus 2 into n into t s square divided by square root of 1 plus s square, right? Plus square of this, that is n square t square divided by 1 plus s square plus square of 1 is 1 plus 2 into this, so this is 2 into n t divided by square root of 1 plus s square. So taking the similar terms we get this first standard, these two terms. Okay, so from these two terms n square t square divided by 1 plus s square is, it can be taken outside, so the remaining part will be s square plus 1, right? So we have this is s square plus 1, which is equal to s square plus 1 plus, and from this term and the last term we have, it can be 2nt divided by square root of 1 plus s square can be taken outside plus s square plus 1. So this is nothing but, so dividing 1 plus s square we get n square t square plus s square plus 1 plus from this we get 2nt into square root of 1 plus s square. So this can be written as, this is actually the square of nt plus square root of 1 plus s square, right? This n square t square plus 1 plus s plus 2 into this, so 2 into nt plus square root of 1 plus square. So we have this is x square plus y square. So we have to actually, we have to express the solution in explicitly, we have to eliminate the variables s and t from these three equations. So we here we have u equal to n square t. This can be written as actually n, taking n outside we get this is equal to uh, nt plus square root of 1 plus s square. Okay, so here we got x square plus y square as nt plus square root of 1 plus s square whole square. So we can write this square is nothing but u square divided by n square. From this equation we get u square by n square is equal to nt plus square root of 1 plus s square whole square. So this can be written as, this is equal to u square by n square. So we have x square plus y square is equal to u square by n square. So we have u square equal to n square into x square plus y square. So we have eliminated the variables s and t. So from this we get u equal to square root of this, that is n into square root of x square plus y square, which is the required solution.